Serious? All right. All right, we're here with Mettalworx.com's featured artist for December 2012. Kennedy, how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Great.
Yeah.
Right on. These guys just put on the most insane, chaotic set that I think has ever graced the Annapolis Valley. It was pretty awesome. So how long have you guys been together as Kennedy?
As Kennedy, we released our first track in February of this year.
So it's still pretty fresh and new for you guys.
Well, we're touring regulars. It's just we had to take a bit of a pause and then regroup as something new.
Okay.
It's just, get rid of old blood.
Fresh start.
Yeah.
How would you guys describe your sound?
Aggressive, progressive punk rock. It's the only way to accurately say it because we're not really metal, we're not really this or that. It's just we're violent when we're weird. It comes off more like a rap sheet than a music style.
So what would be influences for you guys?
We're big fans of like Dillinger Escape Plan, The Chariot, but also like stranger acts like what's that weird dance band that you like?
Foxy Shazam?
Foxy Shazam.
A dance
No,
band?
we're a dance band.
Also a lot of 80s hardcore and
Yeah.
early punk, post-punk, like just the weird stuff you used to see back in the golden
If it had
era
a big
of
pedal
music.
board, we were into it.
Right on. Speaking of pedal boards, yours was pretty sweet too. Lyrics for your original stuff. What are your lyrics about? What influences or inspires you for lyrics?
It's a pretty wide board. It's pretty much whatever I'm feeling at the time that these guys bring a song. So we got most of the lyrics right now have a political theme because the band's kind of themed right now, being called Kennedy and all. So most of them are about things that I see, like separation of church and state, and how there's kind of an attack on humanity as a whole, whereas they don't want, like how I feel is that the big government doesn't want communities to happen. They want everyone to be individualistic. So that's what a lot of the lyrics come down to right now.
So speaking of the band name, you guys named yourself after an American, but the tour is called Harper Hates Me Tour, which is nice. So did names like Mulrooney or Trudeau ever come up as possible band names, or just somebody said Kennedy and it's just like, hey, that sounds cool?
We kind of went for extremes. I mean, we were thinking about a more politically oriented name and just a single name, and we were thinking along the lines of Reagan, because he was the oldest president and he was also very screwed and he was a Hollywood actor. And then we wanted to go on I said, like, I don't think you'd like Reagan, but President Kennedy being the youngest, the most progressive, who got assassinated and all the propaganda behind it, we really want to play on like propaganda and imagery and stuff like that, and just portraying the occult. So Kennedy as just a short word. Essentially, we just wanted something that fit a logo.
Okay.
Than an ideal.
Right on. Now, where exactly are you guys based?
Mostly Montreal.
How is the metal scene there? Because I mean, you got a lot of bands rolling through there. So how is specifically how is the independent scene, like bands that aren't
The metal scene's good. The metal scene's good. We don't really fit in any scene, so our scene sucks because we're one band. But if you're a good metal band, you'll have a good draw.
Right on.
There's quite a lot of different scenes actually. There's like the crust scene, the metal scene, the hardcore scene, the scene,
Yeah.
And there is so many
Flavor
things
them up,
happening, and like on top of that, then there's the French and English scene. Right. So it's like everything is very segregated. So it's a very tough crowd to work with. Like, kind of have to just go out there. It'd probably better not speaking at all between songs, but like you just rock out and hopefully people enjoy what they listen to.
But at least you have like millions of people at your disposal. It's not like you're fighting over 10,000 people or something like that.
It's
so
true. Well, like Montreal as a city is like very inspirational, and like we do have like a lot of like corruption and politics going on. So there's always something to work off of, get inspiration from, and like I don't know, like living there, I just feel happy. So it's a positive experience for me at the same time, despite all the politics and corruption. So.
Right on. So now, is this your first Canada-wide tour as Kennedy?
As Kennedy, yes. We've done previous tours as previous bands, but this is first as Kennedy, and we haven't toured in 2 years.
Okay. So what do you guys do with your spare time on tour? Because there is the days off and the waiting around or whatever. So what amuses you guys?
If we haven't been to the town before, we make sure we hit the town. I mean,
Nice.
we were right here in Halifax. We're not in Halifax now, but we were in Halifax. We're like, well, let's go find the ocean. And believe
Not hard.
Well, don't mock us, because we were in Vancouver. We couldn't find the ocean.
Okay.
Like,
We ended up in the ghetto.
Yeah.
It was really bad. It was like really scary. Some guy tried to fight us.
he tried to stick his dog. Yeah, it was pretty. Like, we make it a big deal to like just make sure we find the city. We find it, like, just really feel it out by foot. Okay. We're not really a driver kind of thing. If we have been in the town, I mean, we always hang out with people. But I'm always gear obsessed. So I hit up any local shops, the local ads.
Yeah,
It's obsessive.
It's annoying.
I suppose everybody's got their vices. Well, I think there's worse things you can spend your money on out in Vancouver. So I mean,
Casino! The casino!
That's Thunder Bay.
Yeah, it's any casino.
yeah, or stuff that goes up your nose or other places, you know. So yeah, I'm a gearhead too. So I'm definitely. So. How is the chemistry within the band? You know, like you said, you guys have toured before. Like, you know, not that can kind of test a band. You know, going out and.
Well, me and him, we're kind of like dominant jerks. So any fight that happens between any one of us and someone else can be funny. Fights that happen between me and him get really ugly. Okay. They're hilarious to us, but to the surrounding people, it's tense.
Right.
But that's just the kind of relationship we have. And this is my best friend, and we love each other.
And people obviously don't understand what's really going on. So.
Well, it's because, like, I honestly love the guy. But, I mean, a week ago, he jumped off a PA and I socked him in the face. And then he's, like, shoving me, we're spitting on each other. People go, oh, my God, what's wrong with you guys? Like, no, that's my friend. It's just like, you know, reenacting an eternal violence that we can take out on each other.
After witnessing your set tonight, I can believe all of what you're telling me. Definitely nice. Okay, so what about future recording plans to maybe like do like a full-length record? Is that in the?
We got some plans for after this tour, for December, to record an EP. Might turn into a full length. We'll see how it goes.
So now you guys are you know, doing the tour, and is the goal to do this like professionally, live off this, or do you still want to kind of like try to do it in spurts? Or I assume that's what you're doing.
Well, it's because, I mean, we're not old per se, but in the music scene, we are kind of ancient. Like when you hit 23 and all these big bands are hitting up when they're 20, they'll look at us going, like, man, you guys are still around. But the thing is, this is our heart and our soul. Yeah. So we do this till it ends, until someone, you know, says, you know what, I kind of like money and safety. I'm going to go back to school.
Right.
But, like, no, we're in it till it's dead.
Well, I think any true musician, it's never really dead. You might put it to sleep a little while, but...
Actually, we've never really appreciated money or any kind of financial success, personally or like as a group. It's always just been blown in for the sake of adventure.
Right on. Now, being on tour, this would put this to the test. Are there any pranksters?
Pranks? Very seldom do we have pranks.
That time I made you guys all cry on the bus.
That was scary. You sent. Would somebody else please explain it? I can't even do it.
He sent a guy on our bus in the middle of the night screaming about.
We're in America.
Like, yeah, we're in the States and at some festival, and this guy just comes on our bus, starts screaming and laughing, and
Middle
like.
of the night, we can't even see him.
What was he talking about? Like
Fried pancakes.
fried pancakes.
If you eat your own feces, you can see in the dark.
Yeah, just like, and we're all just like, we're all awake, but we're trying not to like make any moves because we don't know if this guy is gonna like start stabbing. It's like pitch black, and we're all just like, is there any weapons around our hands? Like,
He's not small. He's
Yeah.
pretty big. Yeah.
and then like, our old drummer was like, he really took it the hardest, and then the guy was like, kind of left, and then Matt comes on. Like,
Matt comes out like, hey guys, why is everybody crying? It was scary because you can't even see the guy, and like, it's so messed.
So my next question is, did anybody put that to the test and eat their own feces to see if they could? Okay.
We enjoy our blindness.
Oh, okay. I just thought you got to do the follow-up questions here. All right, so I normally ask a few kind of quirky questions, not that this hasn't been quirky already. Right on. Which member of the band, and there are like two members that did not want to do the interview. Which member is most likely to fall off stage? Say you're on a stage.
He has multiple times.
He likes it.
He throws himself off stage, no matter how much it hurts. One time he hurt his foot skateboarding, and he's like, no, it doesn't matter. He climbs on top of the A-10 and says, bye.
Pretty confident I have brain damage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident. Like, I forget all of our song names now.
Yeah, we've all crashed. Him most. He literally throws himself off.
Right on. Yeah, I think that was a good move too when you were performing and you took your shoes and your socks off for a little traction. I thought that was a really good mood.
Not even, people think it's a gimmick, but if I don't, then I break my foot. So it's like,
Exactly. If you could change places with one person in the world, who would it be and why? For one day. Trade spots.
Justin Bieber.
Would suicide be following that? Or?
No. No, honestly, I would just do the songs, and I would see why he does the things that he does.
I think it's just because you want to be the next Kurt Cobain.
How about you?
Oh man, I don't even know. I don't know, maybe like go back in time, be like a caveman or something.
Fuck your question.
I don't have an answer, man.
Captain Caveman, right?
Can I be Captain Kirk, actually? How about that?
Sure.
We don't really have any living idols. Everyone we love is kind of
I'm going
dead
with
now.
Captain Kirk for one day. Enterprise. That stuff's real, right?
Well, if it were real, then you'd be going into the future, but you know.
Well, it depends for
Well, I didn't know this was a time-based question.
It's totally fantasy, so it can be whatever you
Well, my fantasy is Captain Kirk.
Dude, if
My
you're Kirk,
fantasy.
if you're Kirk,
Fantasy is Captain Kirk.
You can be my spot.
I'll be your Spock.
You guys are the biggest Ronnies in the world.
We have each other's names tattooed onto each other.
It's true.
I believe that, yes. Yeah, we don't need to see it. I'll take your word for it. All right, change places with one person for one day.
Oh man, I'd probably want to be Obama just to see if he's actually as fucked as I think he is. Like straight out. I want to see if he's actually crazy, if he's a legitimate guy. I don't know. That'd be about it.
Yeah, if you find that out, let me know. Okay, now, at the time of this interview, we just found out that Disney bought Star Wars and the whole Lucasfilm. Okay, so we're in difference. Personally, I'm a little more on the side of you. But say Disney invites you guys to contribute a song of your own for the next Star Wars movie. What song would you do and why?
Band, that would be us.
We would reenact the Cantina Band
Okay.
in a heartbeat.
Cover song, right?
Oh yeah,
Big heads and all.
everything, all of our amps.
Every amp
We would totally steampunk the entire thing and just add tubes and vacuums and weird shit.
Nice.
No, we're big Star Wars buffs except for this guy.
I like Star Wars. Yeah, there's lightsabers. There's Luke.
Okay, and this month, the month of December, the world is going to end December 21st, or that's what they say. What do you guys want to be doing on December 21st when that happens, if it goes down?
Touring.
Okay, and being on stage, doing what you guys
I wanna
do,
be
and
on
having the
stage.
whole...
I want to climb my amp and I want to see the waves behind me. I'm just gonna be like surfs up. I'm totally like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It.
Yeah,
I'll try. I don't care if it fails.
I'm definitely just gonna hang out on a mountain with just like playing a guitar solo, just
Like Black Mirror music videos.
and
All right, what are you doing when the world ends?
I'll probably be dead by then.
You're not giving yourself much time.
I'm not giving myself till the end of this tour, to be honest with you.
One more person messes with lights on stage, he's dead.
I think if you guys play one more song, I think he's dead, the way he's thrashing himself around. So right on, be sure if you guys are seeing Kennedy in your area, be sure to check him out. Kennedy, Mettalworx.
What can I say? You made me this way.